Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Rumbidzai Vazhure. I'm an author and publisher at Carnelian Heart Publishing, and today I am with Pauline Magosvongwe, author of a new book, a memoir called The Crocodile River. Welcome, Pauline.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, we're going to be discussing Pauline's new book and her creative process and things like that. So, we'll get straight into it. So, Pauline, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Pauline Magosvongwe?
I am a 76-year-old Zimbabwean woman, and I was born in a family of 7, 5 boys and 2 girls.
That's great, thank you. So, how did the concept of the Crocodile River come about?
The concept of Crocodile River came about when my father passed away in 1994. My father was a great man. I wanted him to be remembered. That is why I titled the book Crocodile River, to commemorate his crossing that river when he traveled from Zimbabwe to South Africa on foot.
That's great, thank you. So how long did it take you to write the book, and did you experience any challenges during the writing process?
It took me 5 years to write the book. I started writing the book in 2003. Then in 2004, I went to the United States. When I arrived there, I was so busy that I had to shelve the problem for a while. Then in 2009, I started writing again. I finished the book in 2012. Soon after that, I came back to Zimbabwe. When I arrived, I tried to look for someone to publish my book, to no avail. 10 years after I finished my book, my grandson, Valentine Makoni, discovered Carnelian Heart, and I'm overjoyed that my book was finally published.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. Did you ever experience the writer's block when you were writing The Crocodile River? And if you did, how did you deal with it?
Yes, I did experience writer's block to an extent that I wanted to abandon the project altogether. The problem was solved in an unexpected way. A friend of mine, Debbie Kaluchi, brought me 2 books by African writers. One book was by an author called John Bull Dow. It was called God Grew Tired of Us. The other one was written by Immaculate Ilibigaza, and it was called Left to Tell. Those 2 books were so gripping that by the time I finished reading them, I was so inspired that I wrote my book right to the end.
Oh, that's fabulous. I love that. I love that. Well, while we're still talking about the book, would you like to read us an excerpt, like a short excerpt from The Crocodile River?
Yes, please. I looked around me and saw a lot of activity going on. There were some black market money changers, some people selling food, and a line of vehicles waiting to transport people to Livingstone, Zambia's border. When you get into those vehicles, it will take you to the main bus terminal in Livingstone, Uncle Chipato explained. There you should look out for a bus going to Sesheke Boma. He gave me the rest of the instructions. I memorized them. After that, we said our goodbyes, and I was on my own. There were hordes of people from Zimbabwe going into Zambia, so the vehicles filled up quickly. In no time, I was at the bus terminal. I thought that the border post was a busy place, but I hadn't seen anything yet. The place was like a circus. I sat down on my luggage, waiting for my bus to arrive. Plenty of buses came and went, but not one was going to my destination. It crossed my mind that maybe I could have missed the bus because of the pandemonium around me.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, what was your intention in writing your memoir? And also, is it intentionally didactic, or do you write purely to entertain?
Writing about my parents' struggles and my struggles as well was meant to encourage other people to persevere whenever life is tough. The other reason for writing my book was to recognize the people who were so kind to me during my time of distress.
Okay, well, that's good. Thank you. Do you have any advice for a female creative who is doubting their craft?
Everyone has got a God-given talent in them. The key is to be determined and work very hard. No one should ever doubt themselves.
Yeah, that's great, and I absolutely agree with you. I think sometimes you just have to give it a go, and even if you make mistakes or struggle through the process, you learn from that. So yeah, I completely agree with you. Okay, what are your thoughts on the reading culture in Africa and what can be done to improve it?
But the reading culture in Africa is so poor. Maybe if more African authors write, I think it may encourage people here to read more.
Yeah, no, absolutely agree with you. And are you currently reading any books yourself or watching anything interesting?
I just finished reading John Grisham's book, The Street Lawyer, and now I'm reading your book. The thing I love about your book is that it's so full of humor. Sometimes I find myself laughing out loud. It is also full of culture, African culture, which relates to me. I'm enjoying the book.
Oh, thank you so much. It's Painting a Mirage, isn't it, that you're reading?
Yeah, the Maya,
Painting a
the
Mirage.
Mirage.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Glad you're enjoying it. And who are your favorite authors?
My favorite author is Helen Cooper. She wrote The House on Sugar Beach and Made Them President. These two books were so impressive. She has got a unique style, and I enjoyed her books thoroughly.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. Outside of writing, Pauline, do you have other talents or interests that you do outside of writing?
I like to read. I like to do gardening, and I like to travel a lot.
Yeah, same here. Have you other than the travels you did in your book, have you recently traveled anywhere?
Yes, I did travel to South Africa and Port Elizabeth and Cape Town, and we went up Table Mountain. It was such an enjoyable sight.
Yeah, no, I've gone up the Table Mountain as well, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a very beautiful place that I'd really love to go back to. Yeah, well, I hope you get to travel more, because I know that even in your book you did mention that one of the things you want to do is to do a lot more traveling. So I hope that happens for you.
I hope so too.
Yeah. So what is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is for my book to do well. After all the struggle I had with this book, it will be a dream come true for as many people as possible to read it. I would love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I hope that it gets bought as well, because it's a fabulous book. I love that despite that it's about troubles, it's written in such a hopeful tone. So at no point do you sort of feel, it doesn't put you down. It doesn't have a negative feel or energy to it. So that's one of the things I really love about your book. You just keep going, because it's almost like you're encouraging others to carry on as you're writing about your own struggles. So I really love that. Anyway, before we wrap up, do you have any some final words you'd like to share with anyone who's watching?
I just want to thank everyone who has watched my video, and I hope everyone will love my book.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming, Pauline, and I hope the book does well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed the process of producing it. So yeah, I hope everyone else who reads the book will enjoy it as much as I did.
And I thank you too.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for writing the book as well. All right.
That's
Great.